All right, let's talk about something that is probably costing you thousands of dollars right now. Your website. Look, I get it. You probably think your website looks great, maybe even paid someone decent money to create it. But here's what I've learned working with hundreds of businesses. Most websites are basically expensive digital brochures that don't really do much to the bottom line. Here's a stat that you need to know. You have 0.05 seconds to grab someone's attention when they hit your website. That is literally faster than when you blink. And if you don't convert visitors into customers, you're basically throwing a lot of money away. I'm David, if we haven't met before, and I've spent a decade helping hundreds of businesses fix their websites and actually make money from them. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly what's wrong with most websites and how to fix it. No fluff, no theory, just practical stuff that actually works. This video is gonna be broken up into 4 parts with 16 key points for you. Let's get into it. All right, let's set the right foundation with 4 key things. First, your website has one job. Listen, people are judging your business in milliseconds. I'm talking about 50 milliseconds. That's insane, right? But it's true. Your website needs to immediately answer 3 questions. What do you do? Who do you help? And why should I care? If someone lands on your homepage and they can't figure this out instantly, they're gone. I don't care how pretty the site is. If it's confusing, you are gonna have a high bounce rate. So the most important job that we need to understand moving into all of these points is gonna be that your website first impression counts the most. It is 99% important because if I land on your website and I'm confused and I leave, I don't see any other part of your site. So that initial first impression is gonna count and be the most important thing. Next, stop treating your website like an online brochure. This is gonna be important. Your website isn't there just to look pretty. It is actually your best employee. It's a salesperson working for you 24/7. Just think of it. Every single page, every single section should push towards one goal. Whether it's becoming a customer, signing up for a newsletter, whatever that is, your entire website, every element on your website is pushing towards that goal. Think of it this way. Every element is either gonna build trust or move someone closer to buying or taking action from your site. Which leads us to the third thing that is gonna be as critical as we set the right foundation here and moving forward. You're gonna need to pick the right platform. If the website builder you're using tends to break, or when you get in there, it is really hard to edit, you're fighting an uphill battle. You do not need to become a web expert, but you do need to be able to do some quick updates on your site. Plus, it needs to be able to scale with you, which we'll talk more about in this video. And it also needs to work on your phone really well, load fast with a beautiful modern UI. That's why I partnered with Wix for this video. They've got all the stuff built in from day one. Check the link down below to get a special promotion if you sign up with Wix today. And everything in this video that I'm gonna be reviewing is gonna be built on Wix. So just wait, you're gonna see a lot and you're gonna be impressed. Final point for setting the right foundation is gonna be SEO, which is search engine optimization. If people cannot find you on Google or through AI tools, you do not exist. Your platform needs to be able to handle all the technical stuff to make sure LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude can read your website, as well as any search engine. And when you get this set up, you want to be able to make sure it is running properly so you could focus in on your business and not get caught up in the weeds of technical SEO. Part 2, let's talk about guiding people where you want them to go. First, let's think about this in a journey, not just static pages. This is where most people mess up. They build a bunch of random pages and hope visitors figure it out. That's like building a store with no aisles and expecting people to easily be able to find what they're looking for. Instead, think about the exact path you want people to take on your website. For instance, from your homepage, they may lead to the service page, which may lead to testimonials, and then the contact form. Map it out and make it obvious. Keep it stupid simple, but consider this. A restaurant would never put the host booth in the back and the bathrooms in the front. You want to make sure every part of your website takes people where they're supposed to go. Here's some practical advice on this. First, make your buttons impossible able to ignore. Your call to actions, also known as CTAs, are everything. I'm talking about the buy now button, the get started, book a call, whatever your call to action, they need to practically jump off the page. I should always know where you want me to go next. And this is a big mistake a lot of new business owners make, or novice designers. They do not have clear call to actions throughout the website. If I land on your website and I do not know what you want me to do next, that is going to lead to a lot of confusion. Plus, when it comes to the actual button, use words that actually mean something. Saying learn more is nice as a transitional call to action, but not your main call to action. Your main call to action should be something like get my free quote, start my trial, book a call, something like that pushes people to take action. Next, let's kill the friction when it comes to actually taking action. Let's talk about your form. Every extra form field, every confusing step, every unnecessary step is costing you money. Make it ridiculously easy for people to buy from you or contact you. If you're collecting leads, ask for the minimum info required for them to fill out the form. If you're selling products, make checkout as smooth as possible. Remove every possible excuse for someone to bail. If you need a questionnaire to be able to qualify someone for the initial call or contact that you have with them, sure, keep it. But if it is not required for that initial sign up, remove it and go on to make the form as easy and comprehensive as possible. I know it's a challenge for some industries, but the easiest way for someone to get their info into your hands so that you could contact them, follow up with them, is the most important thing. Now, this is part 3. Let's talk about design. Clear is better than clever. I don't care how creative your designer is, if visitors can't instantly understand what you offer, it's honestly over. Skip the fancy animations and abstract imagery. Just tell people what you do and how you help. It works surprisingly well. My motto here is this: the more time someone is confused, the less time they will spend on your site. Next, this one is gonna be a little harsh, but it is true. Your visitors don't care about you. People visit your website because they have a problem, not because they want to admire your design skills. The faster you show them the solution, the more likely they are gonna stick around. Next, you wanna make sure the important stuff pops. Use size, color, and placement to control where people look. Your most important message should be the biggest and boldest. Your call to action button should stand out. Don't make people hunt for what matters. Now, I know this may sound egregiously simple, but you gotta consider this. Imagine there is a busy mom who has 2 kids. One is playing in the living room, another one is in her arm, and she's pulling out her phone while she's cooking on the side, scrolling Instagram, lands on your website. Think about the amount of time and energy she has to go through and search your website. She has a lot of things competing for her attention. So don't make people hunt for what matters. Spoon feed them the important stuff. Now, this is a little bit more of an advanced tip, but you just want to stay consistent. Colors, fonts, and overall vibe should be the same on every page. Inconsistency makes you look like an amateur and confuses people. If someone clicks on your homepage, then your contact page, they should instantly feel that they are the same website and not separate sites. Wix makes this incredibly easy for you right out of the box, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Now, these last 2 design tips are once you have your full website built, and if it's already built, you could do this right now. Every element on your website needs a purpose. Here is a simple test. Look at every image, every paragraph, every button on your site and ask this: does this help someone decide to take action? If the answer is no, delete it. I would even say if the answer is like maybe, you're gonna wanna delete it. Or put it down in the footer, hide it, get rid of it. Put it in a very hidden spot so that when people land on your site, it's focused, it's clear, and they know what to do. Clutter is the enemy of conversion. Be ruthless. Why is it that a lot of major companies have 4 to 5 links in their main navigation and 50 to 80 links in their footer? It's because confusion kills. And finally, when it comes to design, you're gonna wanna test everything. Don't guess what works. Test it. Try every single button, try it on every single device. The data will tell you what converts with your analytics and all of that. But if the button doesn't even work, you're not gonna know. So make sure you test everything. I have launched $50,000 websites that I have had to go through each page individually and test it to make sure everything works as it should. Part 4, make it all work together. A good platform is going to give you analytics, SEO tools, and marketing features built in. You shouldn't need to cobble together a bunch of different services just to see how your website is performing. So once you have a beautiful website, you want to make sure all of these tools are in your arsenal and that you are reviewing your analytics, using your SEO tools to their fullest capabilities, and making sure that everything that you need marketing wise is being taken care of. Which leads us back to, once your website is built and you are working with clients, you're gonna want more and more social proof. People want to know that others have had success with you and your business. Show testimonials, reviews, case studies, whatever you got. Social proof is like having your best customers sell for you. And finally, you want to make sure your platform is built for growth. Your website should grow with you. You may not need a blog today, but do you need a blog in the future? Easy, Wix has you covered. Maybe in the future you're going to want to sell some products, or you may want to use a scheduling tool, or you may need to expand into a membership. Don't paint yourself into a corner with a platform that cannot scale. Wix has all these features plus more. Now, the bottom line is this. Building a website that actually converts isn't rocket science, but it does require thinking like a business owner, not just someone who wants to impress with a pretty website. If you're ready to stop wasting money on a website that doesn't work and start building something that actually grows your business, check out the Wix link down below. They've got everything I've talked about built in that you can get started with today. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I love reading every single comment from you guys, and I love helping where I can. And if this helped you out, like the video. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.